laundry person in a village. We call dhobi in India. The dhobi was very disciplined, very efficient. He was known for the timely delivery. His supply chain management, his logistics were too good. Now we use all those complicated words, but in those days, if you remember your childhood, people from the countryside background, for the entire village, there is mostly one or maximum two dhobis. You give all the things to them. Even 40-50 households give them the clothes. They carefully get it washed, right, pressed, and by the time you need it, they put it to you. And never did that ever happen. They are misplaced, right? The logistics, the supply chains. Nowadays we see large e-commerce companies misplacing it. But those days dhobis were very good. It was a disciplined dhobi in a village, right? Very disciplined, hard-working, and successful in his own terms, because he has never failed to deliver anything on time, and he has never failed to deliver wrong things to wrong people, right? So he was always successful, disciplined, hard-working, popular as well, because normally these kind of people, everybody in the village, they know them, popular as well. So once he was all the time, all the day, he was busy. He was busy arranging things because he needs to do everything on time, because clothing is something which they need on time. So he was busy all through the day. And one day, you used to use a donkey. Even in modern day we don't use, but those days all the dhobis, the laundry people used to use the donkey to carry the clothes. So on a certain day he was very busy, totally stressful, disciplined. Always remember the qualities of him: disciplined, stressful, hardworking, successful, famous, everything. Not in terms of, yesterday I have said to you what is rich and poor. So not in those terms, but in all ways. He has taken the donkey to the lakeside where he washes that linen off. He's taken it, and all of a sudden, after reaching the place, because it normally takes 2 or 3 miles to reach, it's taking more than half an hour with the donkey, and he has been there. After reaching to that place, he has realized that he has forgotten the rope. Always remember the rope to tie the donkey with. So he was very frustrated. He was thinking that, do I go back? If I go back, I will not be able to deliver. And delivery on time was his prime USP of his business. So he was always delivering on time, very hardworking. So he said, I can't do that. Let loose this donkey and do my job. Then I have a risk of losing this donkey, and I have a risk of losing my livelihood as well. So what do I do? He was frustrated, that a kind of a typical insecurity feeling peeped into him, and he was very much worried. At that time, an old, calm man was walking alongside, very disposed. You always see people in your life, all of you must have definitely seen those kind of people in life. They always are with a calm exposure. They're never worried. They look liberated. I'm using the word they look liberated because nobody knows who is liberated. They look liberated, very good composure. That old man, he asked the old man, what do I do? He said, tie the rope. Dhobi was very much worried. He said, what should I tie? That's the whole issue. I have forgotten the rope. He then said, please tie the rope. Then he said, this old man must have lost his senses. He said again, loudly, with frustration, I have forgotten the rope. What do I tie? The old man said, just go to the donkey, right? Pick up an imaginary rope, right? Tie it to its neck. Take 3 rounds and go to the tree and act as if you are tying the imaginary rope to the tree. Person felt the old man was a fool. Dhobi felt old man is a fool. How do I believe him? Is it possible that I tie an imaginary rope and a donkey would listen to me? Then he said he was a fool. Always remember, the first impression of the old man for the Dhobi was, he's a fool. Then he tried, okay, I have no other alternative anyway. Either I have to let it loose or I follow this old man and tie the rope and go away. So he just went to the donkey, right, made 3 rounds on its neck, went to the tree and tied it and went to the lakeside. While he was on the lakeside, he was always seeing the donkey. The donkey was sitting as if there was a very tight rope tied to it. Donkey wouldn't look anywhere. It doesn't even move more than the rope's length. Imaginary rope, remember, not the real one. It doesn't move more than the rope's length. It just sits there. It's gazing and gazing on and on. Till afternoon it was doing that. Then he come back and thought, the old man, now he thought the old man was not that foolish. He didn't think that old man was wise. He thought old man was not that foolish, and he thought this old man was also maybe an earlier laundryman who knew all the tricks of how to deal with the donkeys. That was his thought. Then he went to the donkey and he said, let's go. He put the clothes, he said, let's go. But the donkey wasn't ready to move at all. He tried 2 to 3 times to drag the donkey. It was not ready to move. And it was showing an impression to the laundryman that I am tied. Again, the old man walked in. Then again, the old man walked in. Then he thought, what magic have you done? The laundryman asked the old man, what magic have you done? My donkey is not ready to move. If this is the behavior, how would I deliver? Again, you think it. How would I deliver my things on time? Right? Again, I am stressed. Then the old man said, you have tied the rope. Go and untie. Then it will start. Then he just went there. He went to the tree. He has untied the rope. Right? Untied the rope from the neck as well. Then the donkey happily started moving. So if we think here that the donkey is foolish, so are we. We think the donkey is foolish, so are we, because we are like that laundryman who is very disciplined all the time in life. We are extremely hardworking. We are stressful about our deliverables and deliveries, right? We are extremely intelligent. Yesterday I have said to you, intelligence, logic, ego. The donkey man had all the ego and logic in him, right? But end of the day, if you see, the old man, very composed, he always said that imaginary ropes are more powerful than the actual ropes. The imaginary ropes are more powerful than the actual ropes. The imaginary ropes can tie you for decades together. And the problem is, even when you know, the donkey could clearly see by the end when it was called to come in, the donkey could see that there was no rope, but still, until the old man gave a suggestion to go and clear the rope, and until the donkey man has started untying the rope, the donkey didn't move. Even after realizing that there is no rope, it was not willing to move until the act of untying is done, right? So here in self-realization or self-enquiry, the very first thing is, right, don't worry about the imaginary rope being tied to you. Society does that job. They're very efficiently doing that job. Your parents, your friends, your emotional circles, your social circles, your political, socio-economic conditions, all of them do the job of tying you. Imaginary way, right? The problem here is, who is that wise man? Who is that wise man who comes and tells us that please untie the rope? Until we witness that wise man coming in and telling us please untie the rope, it's not possible. And second part is, the first role is, who is that wise man who will come and say to the donkey man that please untie the rope? And who is that donkey man? Who is that laundryman? Who is that dhobi who comes and unties our imaginary rope and instructs us to start walking? So friends, these two are no other than the first one is the eternal God, the eternal master who is sitting in front of you. He always tries, Arunachala Shiva always will untie the imaginary rope, and Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi always, the gurus whom you follow, will untie the imaginary rope physically and let you go.